Here we are in a winter wonderland. I'll tell you that. We're gonna try catch a fish in this mess. I'm gonna tell you. I got to go back over and get a couple of rods. I couldn't bring but so much stuff at the time. Having to walk, my golf cart went clued on me. So I got to go get me rods real quick. Probably gonna bring back a broom so I can try to sweep off the dock a little bit. It's okay probably to walk on because it's mostly snow. There's not a lot of ice there, but I'm gonna run over there and get a couple of rods real quick. I done got my bait. Everything's set up, ready to fish, so I'll be right back. Y'all just give me 1 minute. Now, I ain't far away. Don't be so impatient. I'll be right back. All right, I made it. Good gracious, the snow is deep. It's deep on this dock, I tell you that. Oh man, I didn't bring my broom back. I might should have. I'm only gonna fish for 2 rods today. I got a feeling I might catch one because I caught the other day out here. I got some feeling. Yeah. Let's see how I want this. I'll put this one over here. Let's see if there's anything alive in my live well. I doubt it. Oh no, that's frozen solid. Oh, that's a solid block of ice. There ain't nothing left in that thing. I gotta get this snow off of this dock a little bit. Boy, that's some deep stuff right there. Good gracious. All right, let's get some bait in the water. Ain't using nothing but some shrimp today. All right, that looks good enough for me to eat if I like shrimp. Oh yeah, I found that deep hole over there. That's where I expect to catch him at, that deep hole. Let's see, where I want this one at? Why they always got to get around that rod tip. That's it. I'm trying to go over there. What about most of them? I got one problem limb up there right now. I just got one problem limb to deal with. I missed it by a mile. I missed my hole by a mile, but that's okay. It's in the water. All right. All right. Oh, don't get that thing, get cold on it. God, that's snow. All right. Let's see if I'm okay here. Should have cleared me out a little walkway to get over here. I think everything's all right, though. I don't think y'all on the rods, though. Let's see what we can do to get y'all to the rods a little better. I'll see what... No, I think both rods is in the picture. Let's see here. There we go. Let's try that right there. All right. I hope somebody in here, I can't see nothing in there. It's y'all give me a pass on the chat today. Y'all chat them up because I'm going back and reading them. I see what everybody says, but I just can't see it today. Can't see if anybody's in here or not. I think I did bring my other glasses though, if I need to put them on. The sun's kind of in my eyes a little bit. But we're gonna see if something will bite out here. I just saw. It's been a while since anybody's fed them anything. I can tell you that right now. So we're gonna try to feed them something today. I'm expecting the green rod to catch at least the first fish. But that's the hole over there, y'all. That's where I caught them at the other day. I see somebody in here. Hello to you. I can't read your chat. But I'll go back and see what y'all got to say. We're just gonna give it a little while, because it's cold, it ain't no doubt. I mean, we still got, we had 12 inches of snow here at the creek. And it's about all still here. It ain't nothing left yet. It's been getting down to 15 degrees at nights. It's been not over freezing for like a lot of days in a row. Today it is above freezing, so that's good. But we're just gonna see if we can get a little luck on our side today and try to get one out of here. I sure hope so. Been a while since I ain't caught one since that one the other day. Trying to kick some snow out of my way so I don't slip down while I stand here and talk to y'all. Yeah. Man, that was a snowstorm there, boy. I call it a blizzard. I'm going to tell you, snowmageddon. I ain't kidding you, man. We didn't think it would ever quit snowing, and it wasn't just snowing a little bit. It was snowing hard. Hard, I'm going to tell you. It was really coming down. It's been so cold. Like I say, nights have been 15 degrees every night since it snowed. 15, 17 in that range. And I don't know if the water has just dropped too cold for them to bite here or not. We're going to find out. I'm expecting one out of that. If I start getting bites in that deep hole, I'm going to throw the other rod over there and see if I can't put it somewhere near it in that deep hole too. There are two of them over there. But the bait of the day is shrimp. So all I got is some shrimp. I ain't going to restock on no worms until the weather kind of improves a little bit before I go get into more worms. Oh, boy. I know my head's a mess. I just got out the shower. Dried off good. Come over here and see if we could get us a fish. Me and Dana went and took the caps off of all my batteries on my golf cart and topped everything off with water and left it on the charge, hoping that we can bring them back somehow or another. Or just walking for the birds. we went, we had a call the other night in the snowstorm, y'all. It was in the middle of the snowstorm. And her mama called, said her heat wasn't working. So we had to go over there in the middle of the snowstorm, and halfway there, my cart started getting real slow. I said, oh, Lordy. And I didn't think it was going to even make it to her house, but it did. And all she had done was stepped on the vents there in the floor and turned them off. That little rolling thing, and she turned them off. The heat was okay. But on the way back, it died, and I went to pushing. I pushed Dana all the way home. And you don't think it's hard pushing a golf cart through, at that time, about 6 inches of snow? That was tough, I'm going to tell you. But I was bound and determined not to leave that thing sitting beside the road just to get snowed under. But we got it back home. It's been charging since Sunday. Still won't hardly move, so we're hoping maybe some water added to the batteries will help it out. It's going to be a while. That's 6 8-volt batteries. That ain't coming cheap. That's a whole lot of woods that I got to sell. So I'm going to be splitting some wood here as soon as this doggone mess is out of here, I'm going to tell you. I'm just kind of rolling the dice here. It's mighty cold. It's been mighty cold. I don't know that it's going to be realistic. Thinking something's going to bite in that water right there, boy. I'm going to tell you, it's cold. The only reason it hasn't froze over because it always moves. If all for that, it would have frozen over. Where I come from, the Chowan River down there at Scotts Pier where I go, it's froze. They ain't seen that river froze in a long time, but it's froze. So. But this water's moving. Tide's either coming in or going out all the time. It ain't freezing. I had some of them big minnows in my vat right there, but they're frozen forever. So that thing is a solid block all the way to the bottom, it looks like. The other day I came and busted it. It was ice. It was about that thick, and I could see the minnows still under the ice swimming around. They were fine. But now they ain't so fine now. They're done. I don't like the winter. I'm gonna just tell y'all. I don't like 100-degree summer days either. I'll just be honest there too. There's got to be some kind of a medium somewhere in the middle. Yeah, if I could turn that thing, boy, it's a winter wonderland out here. Everything is just as white as it can be. Over there. Y'all see it right there. Everything is snowed under white. But that's okay. I like the snow, really, I do. Not this much. Not when it cripples me and I ain't been able to even get out of the house and go do nothing since Sunday. I ain't been able to go split no wood, no get no wood. I ain't been able to go fishing. Man, I've been cooped up in the house, and I told Dana a while ago, I said, baby, I got to get out of here. I just go over there and fish a little while. I got to get up out of here. Trying to get it. No bites yet, I don't see. This battery keeps on working on my little 10 volt today, 10 amp hour battery, but I brought all my lithium batteries inside because it was so cold. I don't know, lithium batteries don't like the cold too much, I don't think. I brought them all in, my chainsaw batteries, I brought them all in, put them on the charge. I did pull it up. You're not supposed to charge a lithium battery under 32 degrees. You're not supposed to even put it on the charger. So I went and got them all and brought them inside. Come on, fishy. I like to see one today. I'll take one just like the other day. It'd be okay. 3 or 4 pound channel cat, 4 or 5, whatever he was. Hey, somebody chatting, appreciate it. I'll look at what you said later on. I hope everything is okay with my stream. I can't read nothing. Started to crank up my fire pit a while ago. I got ready to. I mean, I can dry some wood out. I got some dry kindling. If I throw some wood on that kindling, it's gonna dry it enough to burn, but I didn't have my torch. One thing goes kaplooey, everything goes kaplooey, because my torch, if Lisa watches this, my torch went kaplooey, Lisa. No more torch for real-time catfish. I ain't got no torch no more, but I think I got another one on the way. It just quit working. I torched it to death. Come on. I know them channel cats like that shrimp down there. Like I say, it's probably got so cold. They're moving to some real deep holes somewhere. There's some deep holes in this creek, I tell you that. I'm talking about 40-foot holes. Not that you can reach from the bank, but there are some out here. If I could just see a rod shake a little bit, I'd get some confidence that we might catch one today. Oh, could have brought my alarms over here and stuck my alarms on them. You see y'all. And go in there and fish in the warmth of the house and just run over here when a alarm goes off. But I figured I'd just give them an hour or so. If I don't even get a nibble at that time, I know they ain't interested today. Make sure my lines are still tight. Get up on this snow-covered dock. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're tight. Yeah, fishy, fishy. Solid. I bet you there ain't nothing alive under there. No, there's some water under there. I don't know if there's anything alive in it. Oh. Wonderful. Oh. Boy, can't tell. Can't see that far down. If they're still living or not. Oh boy. Here, minute. No, I don't think there's nothing swimming under there. No, I don't think there's nothing swimming up under there. Slush. Get the ice out from under my feet, I think I'll be okay. Little walkway right here. Tell you what, now we don't get much of this out here. But if I would have had a snowblower, I could have made some money. Cleaning everybody's driveways and walkways and all, I could have made me some money with a snowblower. But it sure ain't no need to buy no snowblower if we don't ever get no snow. This is a once in a lifetime almost thing right here for us. Now we'll get some snow every now and again, like an inch here or an inch there, but never 12 inches. Oh. So I can clean it out right here. There we go. That's a little better. I just want to bust my butt if I hadn't to run up here to catch a catfish. That's a little walkway. There we go. And everything's okay. Hope the picture quality is okay. Come on, fish. Just one. I'd be happy with just one. I wasn't too long the other day before I caught that one. Well, get my cutting board up out of the snow. Went to the sawmill. Well, I go to the sawmill often, but I come across this old pine board. This old pine board out there at the sawmill. Check that thing out now. If you don't think that makes a nice cutting board out here at this river, that's all right. Man, that is a great cutting board. I could tell it's drying out a little. It's getting lighter. It was heavy as lead the first time I got it. But she's drying out a bit. Ain't quite green as it was. Mighty nice cutting board right there. I got about 4 of these. There was 4 of them, but I got all of them. Yes, sir, I take that. Gonna have to cut on top of my thing there. I hope I got some viewers there. I sure can't tell. I don't really see much happening in the way of chat. Hoping everything's okay on my end here. I don't know. All this cold and ice and snow and all, man. And look, we got a chance of some more snow tomorrow night. More snow tomorrow night. It's going to start as rain for us. A little further north, it's going to be all snow, but there's another system coming through tomorrow evening. Hopefully it's going to be all rain and it washes all this mess out of here so I can get back to my normal routine. Go to get some wood, cutting me a few loads to go sell. But I need to cut some wood bad. I need to sell a whole lot of loads of firewood. And I can do it. If I can just get my hands on the wood, I can do it. Sell enough. I don't know how much 8-volt batteries is, but my number one goal right now is to cut enough firewood, sell enough loads of firewood to go buy a battery at a time until I get 8. And I'm gonna have them put in, and I'll be back running again. And folks has been calling for some firewood, especially with this here deep freeze that we're in. I've been doing pretty good with firewood. But the thing with that is finding it. And then when you find it, you got to make sure it's dry. I mean, I can find logs down there at the mill, but they're not dry. The last load I sold, the guy was kind of, he said it was okay deal, but he was kind of upset that it wasn't dry as he wanted it. The wood was pretty green. So I got to make sure I find some dry wood, so I don't get a bad name in the business of selling green wood. So we're gonna start looking. It's my number one priority. And the fishing will come in the spring. Fishing will come in the spring. It ain't gonna be long down there at John Ray's. The shad's gonna be coming in, and them big catfish, you'll follow them shad. I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna have some good time out there, y'all. Y'all gonna see some good videos. There's gonna be a lot of folks out there fishing. We're gonna be having fun. We may even cook a springtime pig for everybody down there fishing and just have a good time out there come this spring. I can't wait. Looking forward to it. Right now, it ain't even nothing shaking a little bit. And I was thinking about last night when I was laying there trying to go to sleep. This is February. The eel are gonna start back biting this month. Catch me some of them big old eel out here. Put them in my live well. That generally starts happening about mid to late February. I'm gonna say as cold as this winter has been. This is our coldest winter ever. We ain't never seen a winter like this right here. But I say it's gonna be more like to the last of February, maybe March, before the eel probably start coming in, because that water is tremendously cold. I got these old rubber boots on. They ain't a whole lot for keeping your feet warm when you're standing in ice, but they keep my socks dry. Come on, fish. Just one will do me. Just one. I ain't greedy. I ain't greedy. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope y'all ain't having all this mess like we're having. I'm gonna tell you. See some kind of, yeah, some kind of message coming up there. I can't see it. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah, it's kind of cold standing on this ice. I'm gonna tell you. We'll give them a little while. We'll give them a little while. First day above freezing, I'll tell you, I'm getting out today. I'm going. I'm gone. I'm going fishing. One thing I've been missing all of y'all. When I can't spend no time in here and correspond with y'all, I miss all of y'all. Oh, little frog down there. Little frog out here in the snow. I'm surprised. Come on, Paul, just shake one time and let me know y'all are on board anyway. Ooh. I miss just coming over here and sitting. I got me a nice tall chair there with a table beside it there. Warren bought me the one, he bought the chair and the guy that owns Yoder's gave me the table, what I thought. But anyway, it's nice coming out here just sitting in that big old tall chair and just looking out at the water. I usually put me just 2 rods out like I got now and just sit there and watch them a little while. Whether they do nothing or not, it's mighty nice and peaceful. I'm hoping that the fish will go back to biting in here. They haven't bit in here in a good while. Even during the summer and the fall last year, no fish biting in here. I don't know what's happened. Hoping maybe this year they'll come back. There's some bluegill. Put in my live well there, so I have some fresh cut bait in the water. But right now, this shrimp does the job for these channel cats. This shrimp should do okay. If there's any in here, they should bite that. Well, that stone has rolled. Come on. Wish I could see it. Everything's all right there. Let's see if I can get my minnow net. Get down in there. Where's my minnow net? Oh, I see it. Let's see if I can put that down there. See if I can grab a minnow out of there. I don't think they're alive with that much ice, but I'm gonna find out. Darn it, the net's frozen. No, I don't see nothing. yeah, there's a minute living. Get back in the water. By George, they are alive under that ice. They are alive. Oh, how many of them I just thrown away though? No, I didn't throw none away. Well, good deal. They are living. Boy, I tell you, them minnows are remarkable, man, how they can live in such cold water. They don't live in hot water, though. Uh-oh, that's the only way that frog. Yeah, Froggy, Froggy. I know you're down there. I'll put you, if I find you, I'll put you in the water. Whew. I think it's a worthless cause today, y'all. It ain't even a rod shook yet. At least we got some sunshine today. That's nice. But once that sunshine is gone, so am I. I'm gonna tell you, that's the only thing making it halfway livable out here, a little bit of sunshine on my face. Boy, this whole campground, we're just snowed under, man. Boy, we are snowed under. It was pretty. First, it's probably the biggest snow I've seen since we had a big snowfall and ice storm and all in the 80s. I can remember that, but I don't ever remember this much snow. Pure powder snow. There was no wet snow in it whatsoever. It was just powder. And it still is, for the most part. It still is. I brought 6 shrimp with me. I think I'm gonna be taking about 4 of them back home. Hey, I came with high expectations. But they're quickly diminishing. Man, bring on the spring, I tell you. Bring on. I ain't never gonna complain about it being too hot again. Y'all know how much trouble it is when you're in a camper and it's 15 degrees outside. You know, you worry all night long about your water freezing. You know, I have to keep our water running. You know, it's just a camper, you know. I've been worried getting up all grades of times during the night just to go turn both faucets on, let it run a little bit through, and then cut it back off, just leave it running a little bit. But man, I've been babysitting this water for several days now, and I'm about ready for some nights to be above freezing. I love camper living. I love it out here in the campground. And I'm gonna tell you, Warren taught me a trick. Next year, I'm gonna have a couple of little ceramic heaters under my camper. He keeps a heater under his house, you know, to keep it warmer under there, keep his pipe from freezing. By George, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm putting me a couple of little heaters up under there. You know, not turned up high, just, you know, a couple of small ceramic heaters and let them run. My 2 key areas, put one under my bathroom and put one under my, you know, under the sink and all. And try to, the key areas is keep that daggone, keep it from freezing. I thought that was a pretty good idea. I've seen a few people here in the campground with water pipes busted. Thank the Lord that Even our camper where Dana's mom is staying, that's been okay. And I'm surprised because that's not underpinned. That one is not underpinned. But she's left the water going at a pretty good pace every night. So no frozen pipes there, or no frozen pipes with us. We're good. Thank the Lord. All right, wind. We don't need the wind blowing. Cut that bad side wind. Howdy, everybody. Hope I got somebody in here watching me. Can you see it? It could happen. Old channel cat could swim by and say, there's some shrimp. We had a big fish kill right down the road in the cold snap. Man, they got a picture on the website there of all these trout, just hundreds of them floating down there in the Pamlico River. It's killed them. I don't know how long it's going to take for the trout population to rebound after that, but man, there's literally hundreds of trout killed because of this cold weather. And you know what? They don't let you pick them up. They don't let you touch them. The trout are perfectly fine. They're cold. They're ice cold. I mean, the first day when they started coming up, they know you can't have them. You know, that's stupid. That's stupid. Let the people get them, clean them, eat them. Let them do some good instead of just sit in the water to rot. I don't understand. Just because the season won't end, there's a limit on them when you can catch them. There's no going and picking them up. Not that I would. Trout is not my favorite fish by far. Probably my favorite fish to eat when I go out somewhere is a catfish. I love fried catfish fillets. I'm not a trout. Trout tastes a little fishy to me. There's never been a good fish. But there's people that love it, they won't let them eat it. I think that's a crying shame. All because of some regulations. Yeah, I sit in the house today and old Jim, Jim, he always, wants to know what's going on there. I know he started missing me there, wondering what was happening with us because I hadn't talked to him since all this snow came. I texted him and said, Jim, I was going to go fishing today, but there's too much ice on the dock. I figured I'd come anyway. He's sitting in the house. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. There's nothing you're just sitting in there and Dana's got the TV on, all her stuff, I'd go back there in my room to watch my gun smoke and all, eat my peanut butter. But, man, it was so boring, I finally said, look, I'm going fishing anyway. I don't know how people can just sit in the house all the time and not do nothing. Whew. Get this daggone ice up. I was raking out a spot to get to my golf cart, both sides of my golf cart a while ago so we can work on them batteries, and broke my daggone rake. Hit a hard spot there on the ice, and the daggone rake handle snapped right in two. I got to go get me another rake. The rake worked pretty good, clearing out a couple of paths coming off my porch. Had to clean out a spot so Tilly would go to the bathroom, you know, so deep she goes out and her butt's already in the snow, she ain't going to the bathroom. So I had to go clean out a spot for the dog to use the bathroom. Clean out a spot for us to walk to the car and to the truck in case we need to go somewhere. I'm supposed to have a pre-op in the morning for a procedure I got to have done later this month. But I called them a while ago. I said, y'all, look, we're still kind of snowed in here. You know, reschedule that. It's just a pre-op. They're going to draw the blood and check my heart rate and all to make sure that they can put me under. And she said, yes, sir, we can do this anytime before the 23rd. That's when it said. I said, look, schedule it. Let's go out another week or so. But I got to build myself up for stuff like that. They're gonna draw blood and all that. I got to prepare my mind for that. I can't stand to have blood and stuff drawn. I can't stand a needle. Y'all already know that. Y'all know me. You know I don't like needles. So I got that postponed until I think it's the 16th, 13th, 16th, something like that. So that was good. Well, I'm gonna give them a few more minutes. I'm gonna go over there and take these boots off, warm up my feet. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't seen nothing shake. Not even a bowfin. Now, I never had any luck with bowfin on shrimp. They like them little pieces of bluegill. I don't think I've ever caught a bowfin on a piece of shrimp, ever. It's pretty though. When you look, you see all that white, and it's pretty. I tell you, snow is pretty. But daggone, after the first day, you want it all gone. Ever since I started messing with wood, I catch myself looking at the trees, seeing what they are, trying to figure out what species they are. Everything around me is sweet gum. The reason I tell, they got them daggone balls that fall off of them. They call them gum balls. There's all sweet gum trees here. Let me tell you something. There's a devil to split that stuff. I'm gonna tell you, man, I can't stand those sweet gum. Boy, that stuff is hard to split. You got to start it out with a maul. You can't hardly do it on that small log splitter. You got to pretty much knock the ends off of it with a maul. And that ain't easy to do. So I stay away from sweet gum. I need to find some oak. That's what everybody wants with their firewood. They really want oak, white oak, red oak, something like that. So I got to try to find me some oak. Oh, Lordy. What's the day is? Day is Tuesday, I think. Day is Tuesday. Yeah. I don't know if they went back to work at the sawmill from all this snow. I like to ride out there and see if there's anything new out there, but that I can cut up. But it's probably it's all under snow right now, I'm sure. I got some bagwood, some firewood bags coming. I want to bag some firewood up and go ahead and start listing that for sale. Make me some money. It's a river. There's a river flowing. What was that? Well, they ain't looking good, y'all. Hey, somebody. I see somebody chat there. Thank you for coming in. Thank y'all for hanging out a little bit. I ain't giving up quite yet, but it ain't gonna be long. It's a little nippy to my feet. My feet's the only thing cold. And I got thick thermal socks on, but it's just standing on this ice with these rubber boots. I got some better boots that have got padding and all in them, but they're gonna get them wet on this mess. I might got me a spot down here. I'll tell you what, boys, it's gonna be a nasty, messy hole time that rain stops tomorrow. All that water on top of 10, 12 inches of snow, it's gonna be a slushy mess around here. Let's stick on this side. Can't bust it over here. No, can't bust that. Good enough. Well. I really did expect, honestly, I expected to catch one today. Because the other day, you know, I was going out here too long and I had a nice channel cat. I really expected one, but then this 15-degree weather about 3 or 4 nights in a row has been super, super duper cold. I think it has run them to some deeper water. I wonder if the river down at Johnny Range froze over, because that's a wind-driven current there. It's not really a real hard current unless they opened a dam or something in Raleigh. But water, it could have froze out there. I need to give them a call. Oh, guys, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna pack it in and go warm up my feet. Give me another fresh cup of coffee. And call it a day on the outside. I don't like staying inside, but there ain't a whole lot you can do out here right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't. The yard is still buried up, everything. My wood, everything's buried there. Might try to get me a fire going, just kind of melt. Let's get some heat around there, melt some daggone ice and snow away. I think I'm gonna let them just stay out for a while. I'll come back down here later and take them out the water. You don't ever know. Something might come along while I'm not here and grab them. It'll be okay. Oh, that's a ding. Jim, it's a lot funner watching you live. I know it, Jim. But boy, it's too daggone cold to stay live so long. But I'm gonna tell you, boy, cold out here. It ain't really, honestly, it's not really that cold out here. It's just my feet on this ice. I think our air temperatures are 42 degrees today. That's not cold at all. I can deal with 42 degrees all day long. It's just all this ice that's making it cold. But Jim, there ain't no fish out here, boy. Dadgummit, I can't even call it the old pecking go today because I ain't had no pecks out here. And I tell you, oh, shoot this thing. I just love seeing them things when they start to bob. They sit there all this time, and then all of a sudden you see a little bit of movement. Boy, gets the adrenaline flowing, you know. You know something's getting ready to go down. Oh. I don't know. I was hoping. Got my hopes up too much. I tell you, if I don't hurry up and find some wood, I'm gonna have to saw one of these trees down anyway. They probably wouldn't like that, especially if I dropped it on top of that camper right there. No, it ain't nothing in here but sweet gum, I'm gonna tell you that. It ain't worth, y'all, it ain't even worth trying to split it. Y'all ever tried to do any of this wood? Boy, you know that sweet gum ain't even no need to try to split that mess. It's terrible. You know, I was losing weight, you know, at a pretty good pace, but since I started working real hard, picking up these heavy logs, I started gaining a couple of pounds. I was like, what's going on with all that mess? And everybody says muscle, you know, you're building muscle and losing the fat. I'm lose some weight. Forget all that muscle. I'm gonna start being a couch potato for a while, see if I can start losing some weight again, y'all. I tell you, the only way to lose weight is to be a couch potato. I do it. No, lifting them logs, them heavy logs all day, especially by the truckloads, you know, splitting it and putting it on. You can build some muscle like that. That's why my muscles is aching. They ain't used to all that work, and all of a sudden I'm working them overtime. They're like, man, you better quit. But it's fun. I love working in with the wood. Getting right to start building some birdhouses and stuff again. Jim, I think I'll send you a birdhouse. I know Jim, he said, yeah, right. I can't even get a thumb drive. You talking about a birdhouse. Oh, really, Jim? I got an idea on some great designs for a birdhouse. It's gonna be, they're gonna look nice. I'm gonna send you one. I got you, I'm gonna get your thumb drive to you too, buddy. I ain't forgot that. Yeah, I've been writing so many good songs for you to put up there on the thumb drive. But no, the thing with that, Jim, to be honest with you, the two that I went and bought from Walmart, the music is on them. But if you put them in, if I take them out the iPad, put them in my iPhone, they won't play. It's got to be formatted with the FAT32, and these weren't. So that's my whole thing. I got to go get some that's got the FAT32 format so I can put them up there and get them to you, because I know, man, you want a thumb drive, you paid for a thumb drive, you're going to get a thumb drive. I promise you that. I got a whole lot of songs. I just finished doing one today. I haven't, you haven't heard it yet because I hadn't put it on YouTube. But it's a good one, I think. There's another message. Jim, I miss you. Something other. So I'm going to get it to you, Jim. The one today, Jim, it says, what if the stone hadn't rolled? Well, that's a good one. What if the stone hadn't rolled? So think about that, you know. Where would we be? I'll say it to you when I get home. But I don't think the fish is going to bite. I'm going to have to write another, what if the fish would have bit? I don't think the fish is going to bite. I'm losing all kinds of hope. Come over here with high expectations, and they're slowly, well, let me refrain, they're rapidly going away. If I could just see a little shake, a little wiggle in the rod, if something would just tickle the bait just a little bit, I'd have more confidence. But I got confidence, a little thing called confidence. Oh. Oh. At least if I didn't do nothing else today, I got a little bit of ice off of my minnows. They're probably saying, thank you. Thank you for getting that ice out of here. I know there's one alive. I don't know how many more. There wasn't that many in there. I know there's one of them alive. But I got them in the net while ago. Well, yeah. Thinking a cup of coffee is calling my name over there, y'all. I hear calling my name pretty loud right now. I think I'm gonna go get me a cup of coffee and sit back. Probably had to go back there to my room, because Dana, she don't like gun smoke so much. I'm gonna go back to my room and get me my jar of peanut butter, a big old cup of Joe, and watch Matt Dillon run somebody out of Dodge. Because if you don't see many episodes where he ain't telling somebody, get out of Dodge. You got 5 minutes, buddy. Yeah. A little thing called confidence. Got to get me another wood video. As soon as all this gets out and I go find some logs, I'll make me another wood splitting video. Yeah, I sure hoping to hook up on about a 7 or 8 pounder at least today. See, I take a fish like that any day. A lot of folks fishing out here, a lot of these catfishermen, a 7 or 8 pound fish don't do nothing for them. It don't thrill them that bit. But if I get one 7, 8, 10 pounds, I'm happy as I can be. Now down at Johnny Ray's, you don't catch a lot of small ones. Unless you're Warren Farley, then you catch a lot of little baby fish. But me, I don't catch a lot of little ones down there in Vanceboro there, Johnny's on that Neuse River. Most of them are pretty good catfish. I don't know why. But it seems like most of everything you catch out there is a pretty decent catfish. See, Warren, he goes out there with them little hooks like you catch white perch with or something. You know, he goes out there with stuff like that with a little bitty bait on it. I go out there with some 10-aught, 12-aught with a big chunk of bait. Look, I'm after the daggone big fish. All this little dinky mess needs to go. One of these days, I'm going to teach that boy how to catch a big fish. I don't know when it's going to be, but I'm working on it. Hard to do, though. It's hard to do. Too bad Jim ain't a little bit closer. I teach Jim a little something too. I know, Jim, you probably catch about like Warren, them little bitty fish. You probably ain't never caught one over 3 or 4 pounds. But if you was here, I'd go out yonder and I'd give you some lessons. Well, I don't think it's going to happen. The sun's still got a ways to go before I lose it, but I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. It's over, call it a day. Sorry that it had to end this way. No reason to pretend. We knew it had to end someday. This way, yes, it's over. The skunk ain't gone. Boy, that's the daggone story of my life. Boy, I caught more skunks than anybody. I hope Catfish Dog don't see this video put me back on the skunk board, because I won't never get off that board the way it's going. It'll be the spring of the year before I just go ahead and put my name up there in permanent marker, because I don't think you're going to have to erase it no time soon. Oh, boy, my daggone. God, my daggone muscles is so tired from all that woodworking I'm doing, boy. I'm going to tell you, I can't hardly pick my arms up. I'm about getting to the point where I'm going to have to get Dana to start feeding me, Jim. She's going to have to feed me tonight, spoon feed me, because my daggone arms is so tired. You already cuts my toenail, so she's going to have to start spoon feeding me next. Boy, I'm going to tell you what, I had taco soup last night. I've had taco soup 3 nights in a row. I mean, it's good. She cooked it the night after the storm, and The next night she said, what do you want? I said, just warm me up another bowl of taco soup. Well, last night, I said, babe, just warm me up another bowl of taco soup. But look, she got this one too warm. Boy, I went to bite, man, I put a spoonful of that in my mouth. I started shaking my head. Boy, I'm gonna tell you, that butt mess was burning. My tongue is so burnt up right now, and the roof of my mouth is all burnt up. I'm gonna tell y'all what's the truth. Blow that food a little bit before you put it in your mouth next time, boy. I'm gonna tell you, that stuff, that's like to kill me. I was all night long, my dagbum tongue was burning. I'm gonna tell you what's the truth. Oh, it's getting a little better now, so whatever I eat tonight, I'm gonna make sure it ain't too daggone hot. Cause I'm gonna tell you, boy, she didn't see me though, cause she was on me. Put that mess in my mouth, and boy, I'm gonna tell you, I had my head all back so it wouldn't fly off all out of my mouth, cause I didn't want to get it all over everything. And the man, I was shaking that stuff, and it was just burning everything in me, boy. I was like, good gosh, I do ready to get this mess out of my mouth. I finally swallowed it, boy. It burnt all the way down. I'm gonna tell you, it was some tough stuff, boy. Whew. Ain't never tried to bite nothing that hot. Won't never do it no more neither. Hey, go. Oh, God. What's wrong with my daggone arm? Oh, Lord. Oh, man. I got to take it easy. I've been taking it easy for the past few days. That's what's wrong. I'm getting stiff now. See, I ain't been doing no work. I've been laying over on the couch, laying back in my recliner like a couch potato or a recliner potato. I ain't done no work, so I'm starting to get stiff. I got to go back to work, start building my muscles back up, I tell you. If I could just pull on a catfish or two, I could get some muscles built up too. Man, can't pull on no catfish when they don't bite. Oh, hey, so I started talking about it, man. God, muscles hurt so bad, I wasn't gonna be able to pick my tripod up and go back home or not. If I had to send Dana over here to get my rod and reel them in and take the bait off. I don't know how many of y'all believe that's gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen, I'm gonna tell you that right now.